GOLFUNITY, the most popular golf infotainment podcast in town. Welcome, you amazing golf fans and listeners, to a brand new, totally electric deep dive here on GOLFUNITY. Usually my golf game involves, well, more digging than driving, let's be honest. But thankfully, we're here to talk about the pros. Today, we are diving headfirst into this whirlwind of golf drama that's got everyone talking. Seriously, we've got Ryder Cup showdowns heating up, a PGA Tour breakthrough that was honestly a long time coming, LIV Golf's big money moves, always interesting. And yeah, even those pace of play debates that make you want to, tear your hair out sometimes. Hilarious, but frustrating.
It really has been a week, hasn't it? Where every single swing, every choice, even like how many times someone shuffles their feet, it all creates ripples across the sport. Our goal here is to take all that noise, the headlines, the tweets, the whispers, and just pull out the stuff that actually matters for you. So you can walk away totally clued in, understanding the why behind it all without getting lost in the weeds.
Okay, yeah, let's unpack this thing. Our mission today is simple. Cut through the chatter, give you the real score on what's actually shaping golf right now. Feels like this clash, tradition versus something new. Individual stars versus team play. Let's get into it. First up, the Ryder Cup, Europe side. Things are getting tense over there as they just locked in their final automatic qualifier. Talk about pressure.
Oh, absolutely. The big story really came out of the British Masters, and it was all about Rasmus Højgaard. He went into the week needing, I think it was a top 29 finish, something like that, to guarantee his spot. And the situation was made even more interesting because Shane Lowry, who was right there with him in the points, was playing in the States in the FedEx Cup playoffs. Crucially, those points don't count for European Ryder Cup qualification. So Højgaard had this window.
Right, an opportunity. Did he take it?
He absolutely did. He managed a T13 finish, shot a final round 71, finished 8 under, and that was enough. Leapt right past Lowry just at the finish line.
Man, imagine the stress. He must have been feeling it. I saw his quote afterwards. It was pretty raw. He said something like, "I don't know what to feel. I've been so stressed out. Telling my caddy, I don't know how I'm going to do this." That's real talk.
It really is. It just shows you the mental side of the game at that level. It's immense. So now he joins Rory McIlroy, his 8th appearance. Incredible.
Bro.
Robert McIntyre, that's his 2nd. Tommy Fleetwood, his 4th. Justin Rose, number 7 for him. And Tyrrell Hatton, also his 4th. And Rasmus Højgaard making his debut. That's a huge moment.
So Højgaard's in automatically. Does that make Luke Donald's captain's picks easier or harder now?
Yeah.
Because you still got some serious names hoping for a call, right?
Yeah.
Lowry, obviously. Sepp Straka, Ludwig Almberg. He's been playing great. Then Rahm, Hovland, Fitzpatrick, guys from the last team. And Rasmus's brother, Nikolai, is in the mix too. That's going to be fascinating, watching Donald make those final choices.
It's a huge challenge. You're balancing, current form against guys who've been there and done it in the Ryder Cup pressure cooker. And Bethpage Black, that's a beast of a course. It demands power, precision. It's not just about who's playing well now, but who fits that course and potentially fits well with a partner. Think about Lowry, passionate, great short game, maybe form isn't peaking. Then Almberg, tons of talent, but no Ryder Cup experience. Rahm and Hovland, they feel like locks pretty much. But who complements them? It's a puzzle. Every pick sends a message with the strategy. It's definitely not easy.
Okay, now, this next one. This got really interesting and honestly pretty heartwarming, I think. Tommy Fleetwood, finally.
Yeah.
Broke that PGA Tour duck. This felt bigger than just one tournament win, didn't it?
Oh, it was absolutely cathartic, a story of just sheer persistence. Fleetwood, everyone loves his game, his personality, but that 0 for 163 stat on the PGA Tour, it just hung over him, despite all his wins elsewhere. So to not just get the first win, but to do it at the Tour Championship and win the FedEx Cup, the whole season-long thing, that's storybook stuff. And yeah, a cool $10 million prize doesn't hurt either.
He's had some absolute shockers, though, hasn't he? Just brutal finishes. I remember the Canadian Open last year, the Travelers against Keegan Bradley, FedEx St. Jude.
Yeah.
He was right there so many times. You almost felt bad watching sometimes. Just wanted him to get over the line for once. So this felt earned. Really earned.
Totally earned. His resilience is incredible. To keep bouncing back from those disappointments, that takes serious mental fortitude. And it's kind of funny, he even joked about the FedEx Cup format change this year. They got rid of the starting strokes thing. So previously, the leader would start way under par. Now everyone starts level for the Tour Championship itself. But the FedEx Cup points are separate. And he was like, a nice rule change this year because it meant he could win both the tournament and the overall cup. It just sort of Worked out perfectly for him.
And the reaction was amazing. Like, everyone was genuinely happy for him. You had Tiger tweeting, LeBron James, Caitlin Clark, athletes from other sports. And then his Ryder Cup buddies, Rose, Harry Hall, Lowry, right there on the 18th green. That says a lot about how respected he is. It really felt like a win for the good guys, you know, bigger than just golf.
Right. Now let's swing over to the other big tour. The one making waves and spending the big bucks. LIV Golf, they just wrapped up their 4th season. Some fireworks, some drama, and yeah, a lot of cash changing hands. Always keeps us talking. Indeed. The big story there was Jon Rahm's team, Legion 13th, winning their first LIV Golf Team Championship. They beat Bryson DeChambeau's Crushers in a playoff out at LIV Golf Michigan. And you know, that team format, it's really central to what LIV does. It's a bracket playoff, scores count towards a team total, then head-to-head matches.
Yeah.
It's very different.
And Rahm himself.
Yeah.
What a weird season for him, statistically speaking. He won the individual season-long points title without winning a single individual tournament all year. How did that even happen?
Consistency.
Insane consistency, right?
Yeah.
Like 11 top 10 finishes in 12 starts.
Yeah.
But yeah, winning the season without winning an event, I bet that raised a few eyebrows. Definitely adds to the LIV controversy pile.
Oh, it absolutely did. Pundits, fans, lots of debate about whether you can really claim a season title without holding an actual tournament trophy. It forces you to think about what LIV values more, right?
Yeah.
The team aspect versus the traditional individual glory. Rahm himself kind of addressed it. He said the team win removed an asterisk from his season, called it a lot of validation. So for him, clearly that team victory was the piece that made his consistent year feel complete.
Validation. And a $14 million check split 4 ways for the team. Which brings us to the money. These LIV contracts, they're just staggering. Rahm, allegedly $300 million, Mickelson, $200 million, Koepka, $130, DJ Bryson, $125 million each.
Yeah.
Plus, the individual event winners get $4 million each week from a $20 million purse. It's a different planet. Financially, it has to change how players think about their careers.
It absolutely does. And that team final was dramatic, too. Came down to a playoff, Rahm and Tyrrell Hatton making birdies on the second extra hole to win it. And it wasn't just the stars. Young guys like Caleb Surratt on Rahm's team played a massive role, shot a 64. That shows LIV's push for young talent, too. Even Phil's team, the High Flyers, pulled off an upset earlier. So the format, you know, it does create some unpredictable moments, this whole split in golf, PGA Tour versus LIV. It's fascinating. Is it breaking the sport or just forcing it to evolve? Hard to say right now.
Okay, sticking with the Ryder Cup, let's jump back across the pond. The U.S. side, Captain Keegan Bradley, he's got his own massive decision looming with the captain's picks. This is where it gets really spicy, I think.
Bradley's in a situation we've basically never seen before. It's maybe the biggest captain's pick storyline in, well, decades.
Yeah.
Because his own playing record is undeniable lately. He won a playoff event in 2024, a signature event in 2025, couple of runner-ups, top 10 at the PGA. Statistically, I think only Scottie Scheffler has more PGA Tour wins among the Americans in that time frame. Plus, everyone knows how much the Ryder Cup means to him. His passion is, like, off the charts.
Right. But, and this is the huge but, he's the captain. So the $1 million question, or maybe the multi-million-dollar question,
Right.
Does he pick himself?
Exactly.
If he does, he's the first playing captain since Arnold Palmer. Arnie.
Wow.
That's a massive call. No matter which way he goes, people are going to argue about it endlessly. I even saw former President Trump weigh in, saying Bradley should pick himself. It's become that big a story.
The pressure must be unreal. Bradley's admitted it's weighing on him. He's got to look at experienced guys like Justin Thomas, great match player, Colin Morikawa, Mr. Consistency. Then you've got the young guns, maybe Karen Young with that power. Ben Griffin's been solid. Sam Burns. Each pick changes the whole dynamic, the potential pairings for Bethpage Black. It's not just about stats, it's chemistry, it's fitting the course. It's a massive strategic decision.
So what's the takeaway for you listening? It means the lead up to this Ryder Cup, just figuring out the teams, is going to be absolutely riveting. Forget the golf for a second. The strategy off the course is fascinating. And speaking of things people love to dissect, Patrick Cantlay, pace of play, it's back.
Ah, yes. The perennial debate. It never really goes away, does it? And Phil Mickelson, of course, couldn't resist stirring the pot after the Tour Championship. He tweeted something pretty sarcastic about Cantlay shuffling his right foot. What was it, 26 times before one shot?
26 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he calculated that out to like 936-foot shuffles in a round. Phil joked it proved Cantlay's peak physical condition. Classic Phil. Clearly poking fun at how long Cantlay takes.
I mean, I'm lucky if I shuffle once before I top it. That's some serious pre-shot routine dedication right there. But, you know, Cantlay has pushed back a bit, hasn't he? He admits he's deliberate, but he kind of argues it's more tour issue, like course setup, tricky spots, that sometimes you just need more time.
Right.
It really highlights that split, doesn't it? Speed versus precision, flow versus getting it absolutely right. Where do you draw the line? It impacts fans, TV, everything. Wow. Okay, so what a week, huh? Just absolutely packed. Ryder Cup spots being decided under pressure, captain's pick intrigue, Tommy Fleetwood's massive emotional win, LIV wrapping up its season with team drama and big money, and yeah, the never-ending slow play chat. Golf is never, ever dull, is it? Always something happening, always evolving.
It really isn't. It just shows how much is going on, tradition bumping up against new ideas, individual brilliance versus team success. And it all sets the stage perfectly for the Ryder Cup at Bethpage Black. Europe trying to win on U.S. soil, which they haven't done in, over a decade. That's going to be incredible theater. And maybe the final thought for you listening is, looking at all this, the picks, the form, the pressure, who do you think has the edge right now heading towards Bethpage? And how are these bigger trends going to keep shaping the game we all follow?
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much for tuning into this spectacular deep dive with GOLFUNITY Weekly Golf News. If you loved getting into the nitty-gritty with us and want to stay totally plugged into everything golf, do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button, definitely ring that notification bell so you don't miss anything, and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. You wouldn't want to miss our next deep dive into this crazy, exciting, sometimes controversial world of golf, would you? Catch you next time. Head over to our social media.
Yeah?
Tell us what you think.
Let's hear it.
And give us your predictions for the future of golf.
Until next time.
Keep it in the fairway.
And hit 'em straight.